Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today we are going to take a look at one of these Dinomania skeletons. I'm not going to spoil for you which species is inside, we're just going to open the box up and then you'll find out from there. But you can see down here the Dinomania logo is right here on the corner, and then you have an image of quite a few different skeletons that are included in their line. And then if we take a look at the back of the box, same deal, pretty much exactly the same as we saw on the previous side. So let's go ahead, open this box up and see who is contained inside. And here are our pieces, and there is a very big clue right there as to who is included. And if you couldn't figure it out from that, then we'll take a look at our instructions here, and you'll definitely now be able to tell who is inside as far as this skeleton goes. So let's go ahead, get this guy assembled, and then we will take a look at it from there. And here is our awesome Spinosaurus skeleton. And one of the most surprising things as far as this goes, if you ask me, is the fact that this can actually balance really nicely on its own legs. You don't need any type of a base or anything to balance it out. It stands perfectly fine on its own. So that is really impressive to me, but honestly at first glance it is awesome. Really cool looking. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at it right now. So starting up here at the skull, you can see the skull itself does look really cool. It has that trademark Spinosaurus ridge up here, that kind of crest up on the top of the head. I don't think I pushed that together quite as well as I could have, but you can see also that the skull shape in general does look really quite nice, and they've painted it with a nice brown, but given it that beautiful dark wash, which seems to really be like the trademark of the Dinomania line, and I love it because it helps to give the kind of fossils here that we're looking at, the skeletal structure, that fossil-like appearance, and it definitely looks really cool. The jaw is articulated, so you can open it up, and you can also see those wonderful Spinosaurus teeth, also that kind of hook right there in the jaw that Spinosaurus is known for. It does open really wide, so you can open it as wide as you would like. The head itself also articulates, you can see, because it's attached with like a swivel right there. As we start to lead down into the neck, you can see that the rest of the skeletal structure really does look quite nice as far as the detailing goes. And again, it's painted with that nice brown, and then that nice black kind of really highlights the figure, and you can really see it jump out at you. And certain areas like the neck region right here, and then even down into here, is really black. It has that very strong black to it, and then other areas have like kind of like this nice light dry brushing of this brown they've done over top of it, which really helps the detail of the skeleton kind of jump out at you. You can see the shoulder blade really nicely sculpted, and again painted with that nice brown. As we move down into the arms and then down into the hand sculpt, you can see that looks really cool. It's definitely quite nicely done, because I think the entire thing has almost like a Jurassic Park 3 Spino appearance, except I don't remember if the Jurassic Park 3 Spino had that crest, or really the hook in the jaw, but the fact that it's clearly a bipedal Spinosaurus is definitely similar to the Jurassic Park 3 Spino. You can see the rib cage as we move back along the animal here, along its skeletal structure, and of course the wonderful sail up there on the back. Again, really nicely dry brushed with that brown. You've got the hip back here, and then I really love actually that hip bone and how well it's painted with that nice dry brushing, and then that nice dark wash as well. Looks super cool. We move down the legs, you get the really nice Spinosaurus feet along with the entire leg, and the structure of the leg looks great. And then we lead out the length of the tail. Really nice, really long, beautiful Spinosaurus tail. The entire thing is extremely striking. Really honestly blew me away. Once I actually got it put together and took a good look at it, I am very impressed, because it has that very nice bipedal Spinosaurus look. What just a few short years ago we assumed was the accurate version of Spinosaurus, so of course it's a little outdated now, but honestly I think it looks awesome. And again, the opposing side looks pretty much just like the previous side, because it's in a totally neutral position. The arms aren't actually in different positions, it's just the way I have them. You can maneuver them how you would like. The feet are also able to move. Again, you have quite a bit of articulation. You have the articulation of the arms, you've got the neck, the jaw, you also have the hip right here, so you can move that. So there is quite a bit of posability, honestly, allowing you to pose this in different ways if you would like, but if you want it to stand probably quite correctly and nicely, you're probably going to have to position it in the way that it does do that, which is pretty much a neutral pose, but honestly, this entire thing is extremely cool looking. And kind of following with the trend of the Dinomania figures, it is pretty darn big. Not as big as a lot of their figures are, but now I knocked him back on his tail there, but as far as a Spinosaurus skeleton goes, to the height here, the highest point of the sail, you're looking at about 8¼ inches or around 21 centimeters, and for a length from the head out here to the tail, you're looking at about 21 inches or 53.5, maybe 54 centimeters, somewhere in that range. For a size comparison, there is Mr. Papo T-Rex, the Attack Pack Colovosaurus, and Robert Muldoon from the Mattel Jurassic World line next to our very cool looking Spinosaurus skeleton. And honestly, the Papo Rex is very Jurassic Park-ish, everyone knows that. And of course we have two Jurassic Park figures, well, Jurassic World figures. Well, one's Jurassic World, the other one is, you know what, just whatever. They're all part of the Jurassic franchise. And you can see next to this kind of Jurassic Park 3 sort of looking skeletal structure of the Spinosaurus, they honestly all look super cool next to each other. They really do, but hopefully next to these figures you'll have a good idea of the fact that the Spinosaurus skeleton is definitely quite large, honestly. It really has some beautiful and very striking size. So to say I am impressed with this very cool Spinosaurus skeleton from Dinomania would be a bit of an understatement. It is really striking in person, honestly beautiful. The detailing on the actual bones of the animal is really nicely done. It all has a very realistic appearance as far as the detailing that they have carved into the bones and sculpted the bones out. It genuinely does look like a really nice miniature version of an actual Spinosaurus skeletal structure as far as a bipedal version goes. And I think the fact that they've painted it with like this beautiful dark black color and then dry brushed the majority of it with a nice lighter brown really helps for the colors to play off of each other, and really also helps for that brown to be very striking and jump out at you, but also helps for the entire thing to have kind of a realistic looking appearance as far as the bones kind of looking like real bones, and maybe something that could have potentially been excavated from the ground. I honestly really do think it looks quite nice, and the fact that it can balance out on its feet is really impressive to me. I don't know that I've ever really had too many skeletons like this, these smaller skeletons that can actually balance on their own feet. They normally require a base, especially being bipedal. It's a different story if it's a quadrupedal animal, like I had reviewed the Geo World Protoceratops a little while back, and that could stand perfectly fine on 4 legs, but on 2 legs being bipedal, you normally don't see this, but honestly, Dinomania has 100% nailed this as far as its ability to stand and the overall beauty of this skeleton together. So I will include a link in the description to the Dinomania website where you can pick this up for yourself. So make sure you head down to that description, head on over to the Dinomania store, and don't freak out when you see the prices if you have not visited their store quite yet, because their prices are in Mexican dollars, which the price in the US dollar range would be much cheaper than what you would see there. So just do a quick Google search, try to decipher how much the price would be in US dollars compared to Mexican dollars for whatever item you are in fact interested in, whether it be the Spinosaurus or any of the other items I've reviewed so far, and then place your order for this fantastic Spinosaurus skeleton, or again, whatever figure you are interested in, because they have an absolute plethora of stuff on there. Beautiful looking prehistoric figures. So make sure you head down to the description, head over to the Dinomania store, pick up this very cool Spinosaurus skeleton, and also make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.